Okay, so you're all welcome once again. I can see a lot of you here. As we go on with the presentation, just feel free. As we go on with the presentation, just feel free and then ask the questions in the chat box if you have any questions or anything. Right. And yes, anytime you have any question, just show by the raise of your hands and then um let's go on with this. All right. So I believe I'm so audible, right? Hello. Just show your hands if you can hear me, if you're present here. I want it to be quiet like this. Just show by your hands if you're here. All right, okay, sure. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. All right, sure. Okay. That's good. So what we are going to look at today is LinkedIn. Okay, we are going to look at the crash course on LinkedIn, and we were supposed to spend just 1 hour. We're supposed to spend just 1 hour, but because so because of so this we are now starting, but we would be done by 5 o'clock, as I stated in my community. We would be done by 5 o'clock. All right. So this is a LinkedIn growth hack, like I said, and we are going to build ourselves professionally. We are going to look at a whole lot of ways that we can build ourselves professionally and put ourselves out there, especially now that the country or the world is going into what we call recession. It's becoming increasingly difficult to, get into the workplace or grow professionally. But this app is still offering so many opportunities that people, students like us, we are so not we've not familiarized ourselves with it. That is what I wanted to draw our attention to with this event. So, like I said, as we go on, just text a message or send me a message or anything. I'm going to respond as quickly. And your friends who are also not joined, you can just send them the link and we'll go on with that. So I am Andrew Chumesi once again. I am a beta Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. That's the meaning of the thing you can see there, the MLS you can see there. So yes, this thing that you can see there, this MLS system, that is the meaning. Okay, so all right. So let's start. So just some table of contents of what we want to get over. We want to define LinkedIn. Um, Mike, your hands are up. Mike, your hand is up. Okay, we want to define LinkedIn, and then we'll look at some facts and statistics about LinkedIn. We also go on to look at how we can use LinkedIn, and then we are going to do some demos. Okay, we are going to do some demos, and then if time is not up, we are going to look at something we call LinkedIn learning. We're going to look at something we call LinkedIn learning. It's very, very crucial to us as students. All right. So we are going to be finding LinkedIn. Of course, it's I'm not going to read everything over here, but that is the source. I've placed the source beneath us so that if anyone still wants the source, that is the source. Whether you are into marketing or at a major company or a business owner, whether you're a college student, in fact, LinkedIn is for everybody. And like it's stated here, if you're looking for new opportunities to grow your career and connect with other professionals, then this is the app that you should be on. Quite frankly speaking, this app is having about 810 million people. That is a very, very, very huge number. 810 million people. It spans around, it spans to about 200 countries and plus. It it's in about 25 languages. I didn't put all those facts over there, but the most interesting part is that 87% of recruiters use or engage LinkedIn. 87%. That is a very huge number. So all the people who are hiring, the hiring managers, the yeah, yes, of course, the hiring managers, they are the ones we are referring to here. About 87% of them use this app. About 45% of content readers are managers, CEOs, vice presidents, that's the meaning of VPs, and then other upper ranks in companies. So we're talking about the chief marketing officer, the chief finance officer. About 45% of all these people are content readers. Yes, most of the content readers on LinkedIn, 45% of them constitute these people. It is rated as the most trusted social media platform. About, let's look at the number, 122 million people receive letters for jobs they applied through LinkedIn. And of course, I would always add my source to it. Okay, so we're going to look at the uses of LinkedIn. Of course, they are going to find jobs or internships. We are going to connect and build networks. It's also a site for bloggers. For those of you who don't know, LinkedIn is a site where you can get your daily news updates and all that. We have a lot of bloggers who jump to LinkedIn to give us professional news, professional updates about the current job market, the current economy that we live in. So it's a very interesting place, and it's also used for advertising. In fact, people who advertise on LinkedIn are said to get high yields. It's used. LinkedIn uses something we call campaign manager. LinkedIn campaign manager. It's a very great tool. So for those of you who are into advertising, those of you who love to advertise, you can go to LinkedIn campaign manager, and I'm telling you, when you place your ads over there, you are going to really get a lot of traction. People are really going to flood in and visit your webpage, or buy the product that you are selling. And then finally, it's also used to learn. Like I said, that's LinkedIn learning. So enough of the talk. Let's get into the proper session. So I went ahead to open my Internet Explorer. So when you guys saw the form, some of you said you don't have a LinkedIn account. I believe by now you should really be willing to sign on to the app. For those of you using a mobile phone, just go to your Play Store or your App Store, type in LinkedIn, and you'll be able to download it. And of course, you can always sign in or sign up with your Google account. If you are new to LinkedIn, just join now from this part. You can, join with Google. I already have an account, so I'll just type in my password, and of course, my email is this, and I can type in my password. Okay, so forget about all these things. So when you sign into LinkedIn, you are immediately greeted. Yes, please. It is being recorded, George. It's being recorded. But I will love if you are still present here. Thank you. Okay, so when you sign into LinkedIn, that is how the page looks like. Don't worry, because I've been using this for some time. That is why we have all these things here. So you can look at your tabs. We have the home tab, then my network, jobs, messaging, notifications, and then myself. Now, what I want you to do, okay, we are going to build our profile. We are going to build our profile. So if I go on to my profile here, we are going to view my profile. You can see a lot of things on my profile, right? You can see that I have a banner over here. I have my profile image. I have my image over here, and then I've got a bunch of things. There is a voice note. If I should play it, you hear what it plays. Of course, let me play that again. So your profile is the most important thing that you will have to develop when you are on LinkedIn. When you are on LinkedIn, it's very, very important. Now, just for you to know, let me just go here. Don't mind this paper. Let me just go here and type in my name. That's Kwabnachi. Let's see if I would appear on Google search. Okay, this is a technical director. Okay, I'm not here. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm not here. I'm not here. Of course, here I am. Here I am. That's on things you would find me in the search. You will find me in the search, and that is something very nice. And oh, of course, you can see this thing over. So so all right. So let's continue. So the first thing we are going to do is to build our profile. Okay, the first thing we are going to do is to build our profile. Now, when you sign up to LinkedIn for the first time, you go to your profile. You would want to give yourself a name. Of course, I have my name right here, and then you want to give yourself a title, right? But before we get to the name and the title, I'll just look at our profile picture and then our banner image. Now, this place is very important that you have a banner image like what I have here. Of course, financial Missy, I'm a cloud architect, a data science, marketing, blah, blah, blah. I have all that over here. And then my image is also here. Now, for those of you wondering how you can create these things, just go on to a site we call Canva. Okay, canva.com. I'll put it in the chat, right? So you'll be here. When you come here, you can log in. When you log in, you can sign up to Canva with your student email. For those of you who don't know your student's email, for those of you who don't know your student's email, I'm actually typing mine in the chat box so that you see how it's composed. So I just typed mine in the chat box. In the chat box, that is mine. So it's mostly your username at sc.pnust.edu.gh. When you do it that way, you would be given I mean, you see we have Canva Pro over here. Yes, this section would be unlocked for you because you are using your student's email, right? So you can just come here and say, let's say I want to build a LinkedIn banner. Build a LinkedIn banner. LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn background photo. Okay, fine. Okay, let's give it some time for it to load. Um, we are giving some time for it to load. Okay, it wants me to log in. Yes, so what I use to log in. So yes, let me get past this authentication so we can move very quickly. Okay, that's fine. So I've been able to log into Canva. Let me skip this part. So you can see all the things we have here, right? I mean, I note that I logged in with my student's email, so I would have most of these things for free. So maybe I want to have my banner. Okay, I like this one. Right. So when you get here, you can just edit this. I can edit this with my name, Abna Chumesi. Of course, I can do more editing. Let me limit this one, stretch this one a bit. This is supposed to be Chumesi. Right. So maybe when you are done with all these things, you just go to this section. There's a section here. Okay, so share. So you want to download this. You want to download this, then you just download it. And you can just insert that in here. You can do the same thing for your profile picture, like I have done here. However, with your profile picture, go to this site known as remove.bj. And with this, make sure that with this, you can actually remove the background and make sure that your background is as plain as mine is. Then the next section that you would want to look at is you click on this part and you look over here, your headline. Now, the things that you are going to type in here, all these things that I have over here, I actually do. Now, I've seen most people use this. I'm a computer science student here, so I've seen a lot of students. I've seen a lot of students use CS as PMS. Now, the most important thing over here, that is why you have to do your header. When I come here, and then I am a job recruiter, and then I am someone who I am hiring people, and I want to hire people who are CS students, right? Who are computer science students, and I just type CS over here. I type enter. This is going to what LinkedIn is doing. It's going to look at the headers of all the people who are on LinkedIn, right? And it's going to rank them. So let me just filter it by the people and realize that it's going to rank them. You see CS over here, CS at Princeton University, CS, CS, CS. Of course, more than 100 searches. Okay, that is the most important reason why your header should be very optimal. Okay, so let's say you want to become a data analyst. When you are when you are editing it, just put in here data analyst, and then maybe the course that you are offering, something like that. It's very good for the algorithm. And when a recruiter is searching, the person would easily get to know you. Of course, you have to fill up your educational section for those of you who are new to LinkedIn and fill up some particulars over here. Now, the next thing I would want to address is that some of us, when I saw LinkedIn URL, the URL I asked some of you to send me, it was not the best. Okay, it was not the best. Now look at something. Look at my URL over here. https www.linkedin.com www.linkedin.com/in/Angelo Demand. Now, by the way, the in over here simply stands for individual. Okay, in over here simply stands for individual. So /Angelo Demand. Now, this is my username. This is my username. Now, let me just look for a random person. I'm sorry if I would use you as a random. Okay, good. Let me use this guy as a random person. Look at his username. This is not professional. This username is not professional at all. So we would have to fix that. We would have to fix this username. It is not professional at all. We have to fix it. So get over to your profile. Get over to your profile, and then you go to this section. You are going to edit your profile. Then you go to contact, edit your contact info. Right, very important. Edit your contact info. Then you will find your URL over here. Right. When you find your URL over here, click on it. Now, when you click on it and this page opens, when you click on it and then this page opens, I'm just checking to see if anyone has raised their hand for a question. When you open and then when you click on it and this page opens, go to the top right corner here, and you will find that you have edit your custom URL. Click on this thing, and you'll be able to edit this part of your URL. It's very, very, very important. So I like to use Angelo the Man as my username for most of my social media handles, my Twitter account, my Instagram account. I'm mostly using this Angelo keyword with something else attached to it. So customize this to your name. Maybe your name is Nathaniel. Maybe that's the name. So you just write, double click in here and edit it, make it Nathaniel, right? So that when you are applying, maybe on your CV, you want to add your LinkedIn status to your CV, which is now somehow required by some companies nowadays. You can just write, when you see the LinkedIn logo, you can just write your username and that will be it. Instead of going to write the username with some random kind of numbers, those ones are out of the system. You need to make your username professional. All right. Now you can just scroll about the edit section, the contact info. Yes, you can just fill up some of these things. Some of these things I've told you before your birthday, but you can only let your network see some websites that maybe you work at. right? You can let people see it and all that. Yes, you can also add your Twitter account in case you want to do so. So that is it about the header section. That is it about the header section. So just a quick recap. You do your banner image at Canva. Your profile image, you go to remove background, remove BG, just to go back to Canva. Remove BG and then you move the background of your image. You make sure that it's very nice right here. Your name, then your header style over here. These things will be pre-populated for you, so don't need to worry about that. And yes, for those of you wondering why this I-end banner is here for me, um, for those wondering why this banner, this thing, for those wondering why it is there for me, yes, because I have LinkedIn Premium. That's what we call the LinkedIn Premium. Okay, so if you want to become a premium user, in fact, LinkedIn Premium gives you access to a whole lot of other things that you wouldn't have otherwise if you were to use the ordinary LinkedIn. Okay, so we move on to some other sources. Now we come to this about section, okay? This about section needs editing. Now I do realize that sometimes a lot of people forget to fill in the about section. The about section is very, very important. Now that is the first thing that a recruiter, after finding your name on the search, that is the first thing that a recruiter would always look at. That is the first thing that anyone who is willing to collaborate with you or anyone who is willing to join your network will look at your about section. Now you can decide to read mine anyways. Yes, I decided to leave this way. That is, I haven't touched it um, for a while now, but after this presentation, I'm going to edit mine and I'll make it much more nicer. Make sure that you state what you do. Make sure that you state the things you can offer. Maybe you are building your own business. Maybe you're a shoemaker, quote unquote. You build, you design footwear for people. And let's come here and write about what you do, about yourself. I am a student at coming from University of North, coming from University of Science and Technology. I offer this and this. This is what I do for a living. I'm happy to collaborate with anyone. Those kind of things. So you write them. Some people even prefer to write essays at this point. Let's just look at random people on LinkedIn and find out what they do right. Let's look at this guy for instance. Um, okay, he's not writing anything that I did. Let's look at this guy too. Okay, so let's look at this guy for instance. Wow, this one is very long. I'm a marketing expert with extensive experience, blah 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 blah. You get the idea. And you can see his email, his username as well. Very professional, just like that. Fazais, professional, just like that. So that is the whole essence. Let me get back to my profile. Right. So I'm skipping some of the things. Some of the things you would find them. You would have to when you start. You would have to do it yourself. You would realize how it's done. Then also, just a quick one. I want you to look at this thing. So this open to work. This section, the section I'm highlighting in red. Yes, when you edit your contact details, it will be automatically filled for you. You can just add it to it. When you click on this open to work, then when you click on open to, okay, open to is going to give you the option to do all that you see on my profile. So just a quick one. Let me try to click on this. So because I already have this over here, it wants me to share whether I am hiring or not. Right. But because you don't have it, most of you don't have it, you would be asked whether you are open to work or you are providing any services. Okay, so we are done with the about section as well. This one's the activity section is only filled up with the posts that I have made, posts that I have posted on LinkedIn or the comments I have given on LinkedIn. Now, this section is very important, the experience section. So if you are having internships, whatever that you have done, just place them in the experience section. Okay, whatever you have done, just go to add position or add a career brief, whatever. Maybe add position, the title of your position, the employment type, Even if you work as an intern, please make sure that you add it over there. Experience is very necessary when you are building up your resume, and that is the experience that I have over here. Then, sadly speaking, some of you don't even have your educational status over there. That's very bad. Please go and update it and add your educational section. Now, the licenses and certificates. This is a very interesting part when it comes to the LinkedIn journey. License and certificates, very important. Now, I know some of you have texted me before and have told me that you want to do courses online and you don't have any certificates or all of that. The truth of the matter is there are a lot of free online courses. Okay? And most of these courses, when you are done, you are given a certificate and you'll be asked whether you want to share that certificate on LinkedIn or not. And most especially, they will give you the opportunity to share them. For instance, there's accounting fundamental that I shared on LinkedIn. You see, it has show credential. When I click on this show credential, it goes and loads up for the recruiter or for the one looking at my profile to know that I have actually taken that and I have actually been certified in the course. As you can see, that's actually my original name, Eguchimisi. I have been certified in accounting fundamentals, right? Very, very important. So yes, of course, you can see what that I have here, not necessary. Um, Also, if you have any volunteering experience, right? Any volunteering experience, you can just add them here. These are my volunteering experience. You can add them here. Of course, I am a Microsoft Credential Student Ambassador. I was a crew member for the creativity group Student Campus. For those of you who don't also know, you have the EZO network over here. Very important. Now we come to the skills section. The skills section. Um, the skills section is also a very important section that we really need to look at. It's good to add skills to your arsenal. It is good to add skills to your arsenal. But the more you have skills, the more you are competitive in the market. The more so when a recruiter comes to your profile and goes to skills and sees nothing on the skill section, it's more like you have nothing to show. You really have nothing to show. You have nothing to for all the things that you claim you can do in your resume. You have nothing to prove of it. Right. So the skill section is very, very important. Now, how do we add skills? Just go to this add section. Um, then probably you are skilled in any of these things. Don't worry, maybe these ones are technical stuff, but you can be skilled in Microsoft Office. Right, you can be skilled in Microsoft Office. You just need to fill up all the things that are showing up here. You might be skilled in Microsoft Office. You might be skilled in um, let's see, something else. Excel. Microsoft Excel. Yeah, you still is speaking English. You understand? You're still speaking English. Accounting. That's not what for accounting. Right, financial accounting. So you can just write the skill that you are whatever you are skilled in, and whatever you write, it's good to show up. So it's going to show up. Now, when you look at the skills carefully, I just want to show you something here. You can see this thing. Let me just annotate this for you so you can see it well. You can see this thing among the skills that I have. You can see this thing among the skills. What I am highlighting in the red. Past LinkedIn assessments. Past LinkedIn assessments. Just want to show you something. Yes. Then this part as well. You see HTML, past LinkedIn assessments. Microsoft Excel, past LinkedIn assessments. Now, these ones are very, very necessary. CSS, I passed the LinkedIn assessments for it. These ones are very, very necessary. Let me take them off. They are very necessary because when start when you want to apply, I mean, for stuff online, especially from LinkedIn, you would sometimes recruiters check to see whether you've actually taken a LinkedIn assessment course. Now, that is how you can do that. Say, I want to add a skill. No, not this one. I want to where is it? Let me go back. Yes, I want to demonstrate my skills, right? I want to demonstrate my skills. Now, this one is a new version. It's something new, so it's a beta test. But over here, as you can see, you can see that answer 15 multiple choice questions and score in top 30%. Right. So you can just take a skill assessment course for the skill that you have selected. The skill that you have selected, you can just take the skill assessment course so that you can determine whether you're actually skilled in it. So, for instance, you have all these things here, right? When I go to industry knowledge, cybersecurity, machine learning, tools, and whatever, you can write as many as you want to write. But the only time you'll be given the badge is when you score in the top 30%. As you can see, I have about 8 badges, and I've actually failed about 16, which I have to retake. That's very sad. But I'll do my best and retake those 16. I have to go back and learn. So that's just about the skill section. Very, very important as well. So yes, then the courses. This one is very simple, straight to the point. The courses that you are offering at university, just list them over here. The projects that you've done for the guys who are into my CSS guys. Of course, this part is my link. My GitHub account. I mean, the GitHub link to the projects that I have done. You can just add them here. And maybe you are an awardee of any scholarship on campus, any honors or any dinner awards which you just add up here. And that is it about your profile. I intentionally spent quite some time on this because that is the one of the most important parts of your LinkedIn. I mean, your LinkedIn journey is very, very important. Like I said at the beginning, if you have any questions that you would want to ask me, you can just raise up your hands and then I'll give you the opportunity to speak. This is not a lecture. I just wanted to show you how this application actually works. Okay, then after you have done all of these things, of course, you can still you can still come back to this place, add a profile section. Some of the things you realize that this is 4, right? You can see that these are the core stuff you need. This stuff are also recommended, right? Not compulsory, but they're recommended, and you can also add additional fluff to it, right? Maybe the test course. I mean, the organizations, you've done publications, you can just add them here, and it will make your LinkedIn experience much more brighter. Now, there is one more section that I didn't show you. One more section that I didn't show you. Now, before that, those of you who use your mobile phones, you should see this at vantage places. You should see it as vantage places. I'm using a desktop, that is why everything is within my reach. But if you're using a mobile phone, you should see it at other places. So when you click on this more over here, this more, it has something which we would really want to look at. So let's click on it more. Now, you would want to build a resume when you get here. You would want to build a resume. So for those of us who do not have resumes, if you don't have a resume, just go to LinkedIn, organize the profile section very well, and just go to this more, as you can see here, and you'll be able to build yourself a very nice resume. Let's click on it and let's see. Oh, of course, I already have some here. You can create a resume from a profile, especially if you don't have a resume. For those of us who already have resumes, you can just upload them and to save them on LinkedIn. So when you go to create from profile, you want to create a resume from profile, LinkedIn will start asking you a lot of questions. Let's say job title. I don't even know what I want to do. Okay, software engineer or I'm a student of student intern. Let me use a student intern. This one is not for myself. All right. So you can see that the summary section of your resume is actually the same as the about section on your LinkedIn. Very, very, very important. Experiences that I placed on my LinkedIn are the same ones they are using to build the profile for me. My license and certificate are the same ones they're using to build the profile for me, right? So what I'm trying to say is the moment you are able to build up your LinkedIn, your profile section, right? You'll be able to get a resume, and after building your resume, you'll be able to download your resume as a PDF and then save it and then use that to apply for um, jobs. Okay, that is very, very necessary. Okay, so that is the end of the first demo. We still have time. I think we still have 10 to 12 more minutes. I would open for questions when we are almost done. So that is the first demo. I believe we've all understood. I don't know if I was rushing, but I believe we've all understood. Now, the second demo of why we are here, the second demo, I want to go back to my homepage. Okay, now after building your resume, if anyone comes to this section, any recruiter comes to this section and types out your name, or maybe someone wants to hire, okay, I am a manager, I want to hire people to work on in my team. I want to hire sales managers, I want to hire accountant, I want to hire agriculturist. When I come here, I'll just type in software engineer. I'm a recruiter, okay. I'm looking for people to work with me. I just go to people. And when I go to people, now it's sorting them out because he has software engineer, because they have the title software engineer um in their profile. Because they have software engineer in as part of their profile. Here you can see it. Here you can also see it. Here you can also see it. Right. So it is showing them to me. Okay, it is showing them to me. That is why it's very important that you make those sections come to life. Okay. If you're a CEO, if you're a business owner, please write it there. Okay, if you're a CEO, you're a business owner, just write it there, and it will fit. Okay. Now I want to jump onto the second demo where we find out how we can get jobs or we can find internships from LinkedIn, how we can get jobs and how we can find internships from LinkedIn. Now, this is very serious, so I want you to pay close attention to it. Now, just go to jobs, okay? Go to job. Now, this is after you have you have built your profile very nicely, you have built your resume, you have built your skills, then you go to jobs, right? Now, when we get to this jobs section, when we get to this job section, you can see that your skill assessment appears over here. Secondly, you can interview, you have interview preps, you have a resume builder, you have a resume builder, that's the third one. You have a resume builder here, application settings and blah, blah, blah. You have all of them over there. Now, that's what I want you to do. So for instance, I am a graphic designer, okay? I'm a graphic designer. I've gone to jobs or I've gone to jobs or preferably just go to the search bar and type graphic designer, as you can see here. Now, when you type this graphic designer, what I want you to do is, you see these filters at the top here, the date posted, sorry, experience level, company, job type, on-site, remote, easy apply, all filters, whatever is there. Now, what I want you to do is, you see, when you come here, you see we have Ghana over here. So it's showing you all the graphic design jobs in Ghana, all the graphic design jobs in Ghana. Now you can filter them by the date posted so that you know the ones which are very recent. You can filter it by your experience level. So you're looking for internship, you're looking for an entry role, So you can see that it can show us 23 results, right? It can show us 23 results, and we have them here. You are looking for a particular company, okay? You're looking for a particular company, just type the name of the company here. So let's say Vodafone. I don't know if Vodafone is even hiring for now. Let's check Vodafone. Let's check Ghana Commercial Bank around. Okay, Ghana Commercial Bank is also around. Yes, we have Ghana Highway Authority, Ghana Oil and Gas Directorate. They are also here. But you can see instantly that they are not hiring. You can see that the result is showing 0. They are not hiring. I'm not even going to try it. They are not hiring. Okay. So you can filter it by the company that you actually want to look for. Then the job type, like I said, whether you want it as a full-time or internship. Now, whether you want to go to the site or you want to do it remotely, it's also available. Whether you want to go to the site or you want to do it remotely, it's also available. Then this easy apply. This easy apply simply means that this part, as you can see here, easy apply. This easy apply section, it simply means that LinkedIn will use your profile, okay, to apply to whatever job that you are asking for. Now, if let's enable this and let's see what happens. So you can say that if I use easy apply, and I want to apply for this job, you can see that it appears here and it makes it much more easier. It simply, so I'm actually applying for this role real time just for you guys to see. The resume I uploaded is already here just for you guys to see. I'm applying for this real time. How many years of design experience do you currently have? Okay, that's about just 1 year. Of course, I don't do a lot of design. No, 2 years rather. I don't do a lot of designs. I do it on and off. You understand? So just like that, it's done with the application. I don't need anything else. LinkedIn has done the back end work for me. I just submit my application. Just like that. Actually, I'm hoping this people will call me. I'm just hoping that this people will call me anyways. So that is very, very simple. As you can see, very, very simple. That is it about job search. Very necessary. Now, I showed you the where you can have your interviews, but if you want to interview, you want to learn how to interview for the job, for jobs, just click on this interview thing and you have interview questions and their answers. Now, these answers, I am seeing them because I am a premium user. I explained the premium user at the beginning. I'm seeing them only because I am a premium user. If you're not a premium user, you might not see it. That'll be a problem. So why should we hire you? I mean, questions that are normally asked during when you are interviewing, you would find them here. The final thing that I would want to talk about now that you started applying for jobs, I mean, you built out your resume, you're applying for jobs. The next thing is you would want to connect with people. I mean, as a person, you would have to connect with people. Now, there are so many ways to connect with people. If I write Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology here, right, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology here, right? Yes, of course. Kwame Nkrumah is also on LinkedIn. That's very nice. Now, use this filter section and just click on people. Now, these people will tell you which people are in KNUST that you can actually that you can actually connect with. The people in KNUST that you can connect with. Now, however, I don't do that. Let me do something else. I am looking for software. Oh no, let me go accounting. Yes, accounting. Now I'm looking for people to connect with. Okay, accounting. Now I'm looking for people. Now what I want to do is I want to look for people in accounting people who are accountants at Microsoft, people who are accountants at I need a company, Deloitte. Okay, Deloitte is already okay. People who are accountants at Vodafone. Don't worry, Vodafone is the best telecommunications network around. Okay. Let's see let's see this around. Oh, okay. It's all the same. Right. So just the banks. I mean, Prudential. You have Prudential here. You can have, let me see if Allianz is around. Okay, so that's this one. So I'm essentially I'm telling LinkedIn to look for people who are offering accounting who work in these companies. So some of these things are very, very nice. Um, so you can see it on their profiles. This Doris, if we for instance, is working at Deloitte as an audit associate. You can see them from here. You can just connect with them. You can just click on their profile, view their profile, and then you connect with them. You can see this Abdul Rafi Al Hassan. Let me check him out. And he is working at Vodafone. You can see that he completed University of Ghana, Legon, 2017. And he has certificate. Oh, he has a Duolingo French fluency. That's very nice. Estimated one. That's it. That is quite nice. So I just want to connect with him. I click on this thing and I can add a note. Now it's advisable to add a note. Okay, it's advisable to add a note. Let's say I want to become a data analyst at Vodafone. But with LinkedIn, because it's a professional something, you have to write it like you're writing a letter. Hi, Abdul. I would love to become a data analyst at Vodafone. Okay. Wow. Sorry for that. My computer is giving issues. Okay. I am a computer science student at the university. Please let me know processes involved. Let me put it that way. Now, just something subscription to Missy. Now, you realize I didn't just send him a request. I sent him a request with a message. So when he receives it, he's likely to accept my request. And then we can come to the messaging section here and we can chat with him over here. That is very important. So when you go to your network, you make sure that you network with people who are, you can see their titles, who have built out their portfolio section, their profile section, and that is what will get you the visibility on LinkedIn. The final part that I want to touch on before I give space for any questions, is what we like to call LinkedIn learning. Okay, LinkedIn learning. I already mentioned something on LinkedIn. Now, when you go to this website section over here, you will see this LinkedIn learning tab over here. Now, see this LinkedIn learning tab over here. Now, before that, for those of you who, like I mentioned in the slides, who would want to advertise on LinkedIn, just go to this advertise over here. Let me just highlight it. This advertise over here, and it should open up a LinkedIn campaign manager for you so that you use that in your advertisement. Okay, very necessary. Okay, so that's just for those of us who would like to advertise. Okay, so the last part is where I want to show you. Now, supposing you are a business owner, okay, those of us who have started graphic design and stuff on campus, okay, just come to this section here, create a company page, and create a company page for your company. It's very, very important. Create a company page for your company. Then, like I said, go to LinkedIn Learning. Now, if you're using a mobile phone, LinkedIn Learning is a separate app, the separate application on the mobile phones. So just go to LinkedIn Learning and you would have access to most of these learning. Now, some of these ones, unless you have the premium badge, like I have on my profile, unless you have the premium badge, you will not be able to access some of these ones. But some of these ones are also very free. So you can look for something like public speaking. And mind you, most of these ones, you'll be given certificates. Okay, public speaking foundations is a course. You can just take it, and at the end of the course, you'll be given a certificate, and you can just add the certificate to. Sorry. Yes, so you can do that, and then you'll be given a certificate for it. And then when you're given a certificate for it, of course, you come down back to your profile section and you just add it in the licenses and certifications section. So basically speaking, that is it about LinkedIn, and that is the end of our presentation today. So I believe that by now you should really have a grasp on what you want to do on LinkedIn, on how you are going to search for your next internship, how you are going to search for your next job on LinkedIn. Yes. Thank you very much for attending. Now I would open for any questions. If you have any questions that you would want to ask me, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, I'm typing all the links I used once again. I used canva.com. I used removebj.com. And then finally, for those of you who missed out, your student email is always your username. I've typed out it all in the chat box, so you can just see. It's your username at students.kust.edu.gh. Yes, very, very important. So are there any questions? You can just unmute yourself and ask any question that you want to ask. Just unmute yourself and just ask any question you want to ask. Yes, hello. You can ask any question, or you want to raise up your hands and ask a question, or you can also type it in the chat box.